You are now listening to Talk is Cheap FM. Brought to you by Bet the Tuesday.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is another episode of Talk is Cheap FM. I'm your boy, your homie, your big brother, your cousin, your uncle, your daddy, whoever the fuck you think I am, that's who I am. This is your boy, Baba Tuesday, aka Big Baba Tuesday, and we have a caller on the line, and I'm just going to hit him off. He doesn't know what we're going to talk about yet, but I'm going to let him introduce himself, and then I'm going to hit him off with a question. So let's see if he's still on the line. Yo.
Yo.
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Man,
What's good?
Same old. Yo, this is your opportunity to introduce yourself if you want to. If you want to stay anonymous, you can. If you want to tell people who you are, you can. But if shit comes back to you, that is your problem, brother. But the stage is yours. Let people know who you are.
I'm just gonna let people know, I'm not throwing my real affiliation, but, I'm just going under the name Ace Davis. Some people may know that name, but it's cool. I'm just gonna go under that. That's, who your boy's repping right now. So if you want, you can find me on Instagram, TrueOG87. That's the best way you can probably get at your boy.
Oh, that's what's up, babe. Do you want to throw out your social security number?
Nah. You don't sound know him like that.
Yo, yeah, you can't trust these motherfuckers. Yeah, yes, I am Nigerian, and there are Nigerian scam artists everywhere. But truth be told, the biggest Nigerian scam artist was found in Alabama, and it was a white dude. I couldn't believe that shit. I saw that news article. But
for real?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. People giving Nigerians a bad name. What the fuck? Yo, I know. This is crazy. It's crazy out here in these streets. But let's get into this.
Yeah.
Let's get into this, man. Listen, we're gonna start it off because we don't know you don't know what we're gonna talk about. But let's talk about this real quick. Consent. How far do dudes need to take consent? Because we live in an era where social media is running everything, right? And you can easily hook up with chicks on social media and all that. How far do men need to take consent, in your opinion?
It's my opinion. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, in your opinion, how far do men need to take social media? Take consent.
It all just depends on, when you get in, the vibe of the person, especially with, the way social media works, man. I even got a story to where I literally just hit one chick right off, just Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it happened, man. You be so surprised on, how far people are willing to go, especially, if they're both feeling each other, anybody can get anywhere with a pretty face. You know what I'm saying? And, once they see that, they're almost thinking, this is completely legit. This could be completely legit without even knowing that person on the other end could be something they're not even expecting.
Exactly.
So that's how, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? It's you really don't know because, so much stuff through, all these Instagram, women, you know what I'm saying? And, all these, Snapchat's working nowadays and stuff where people getting paid out of that. There could be so much on the other end what you don't even know about it. And when you finally get on the other side, it's why did I jump into this shit? For real. I tell people, man, social media, Instagram, and all that shit, it's nothing but a marketing tool. Don't believe the shit that you see or hear. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here giving out fitness tips that shouldn't be giving out fitness tips. Just go out there and work out and shit. You know what I mean? They're getting paid. They're pushing a product. And Oh, my bad. But they're saying the same exact shit. You know what I mean? It's just that It's just who are you drawn to? It's the same filter, filtering it in and out, and it's almost really is this what I'm really learning from this guy? I don't even know. Is this even a proper trainer? Does this guy even know what he's talking about in terms of this show? You know what I mean? Or is this chick, you know what I'm saying, that's talking about these like fit teas and shit? Is this really fit tea? Like, or is this just some off-brand bullshit that they just fucking got a marketing scheme trying to just screw me up from taking my money? Which I pretty much think that is, because like these things out there and stuff like that, you know, you just wonder like which route to really take, and then you know you got like all the stuff, you know, like this social media is just telling you like, hey, do this or do that, or do you want to you want to get with me? Well, here, go to this site. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you got to go through all these like freaking like, what do you call it? Like Mario fucking pipes just to like get to what you really want, and then once you get there, you're like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, you get there, you think you're gonna get the princess, and you get King Koopa. You're like, God damn! I should have stayed at home with my brother Luigi and shit. Shit. So let's take that concept. Let's take that concept and let's look at it at when we talk about like, I guess, dating apps and whatnot. Like I know, because I know chicks and I've seen them personally, and they look totally different on Instagram. They look totally different on goddamn Snapchat. So I'm just like, yo, I definitely don't trust a motherfucker on social media. Especially if I don't know them, right? So, in a climate that we live in, where now they're pushing consent, and
No, I was gonna just say that's like a whole thing, you know, with the whole like, you know, like dating shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a whole other thing. You got these meetpeople.com, you got like Tinder, the Bumble, you got all this stuff, man. Like, and like you never know, like, how old these pictures can be, or like what this person is really thinking on the inside and stuff. And then, like I said, when you meet that person, this person can just be the person you didn't even expect. You know what I'm saying? This is like, what? Or it could just literally just be that one-time thing, and then you're just like, wow, that just happened. But then you'll never hear from that person again.
Yeah, and that's scary, because a motherfucker could pass some shit to you and you don't even fucking know it, especially if you're out there and you're not protecting yourself. But let's not even look.
Exactly.
Let's not even look at the looks. Let's not even look at the looks. But let's look at the personality, because this is what gets people really fucked up, right? You can have somebody who's cheerful and all that in their personality, but at the back, but behind the scenes, you don't know if they're popping pills. You don't know if they're crazy. You don't know their sexual history. If they, you know, if they say every man took advantage of them or whatnot, you don't know these things. So you could be stepping into a whole situation where you think it's just a hookup, but guess what? She got other plans. She wants to ruin your goddamn life. Like, there are some situations out there like that. Have you ran into anything like that?
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I haven't been through, like, any type of situation where it's, like, you know, to where, like, they messed my life up, but I've been through situations where, you know what I'm saying, like, they think, like, I've been the one just because, you know, like, we swipe right on each other. Nah, that's, like, not really how it works, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I don't see that in, you know, what you're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, I see, you know, certain qualities in you that I would like, but at the end of the day, it's like, why give us both the stress? Why would I want to put you through that situation to where, you know, at the end of the day, we're both going to feel uncomfortable, or I'm going to feel uncomfortable, and why would you want that? You want somebody that's uncomfortable with you, even though you're just in love with them, over what? A couple weeks? Like, I feel as though women these days, like, want to be loved so bad, but then they're not really realizing that, like, you know, the qualities of what being loved is, you know what I'm saying? They just think, oh, if I do all this, he should love me. No, that's not how it works.
Nah, that's true. And I think they get that perception of what love is through social media, which social media is fucking fake. You know what I mean? So they want relationship goals like this, but the shit don't work like that. Whatever, it's case by case. You know what I mean? You can't live in a fairy tale. Like, here's the thing. Being in a relationship is hard. Being in a relationship, you're going to have times which is boring, right? That's the key. Think about that. Yeah. Being in a relationship, you're going to have times which is when you're boring and when you're fed up, right? But everything that you see on social media is happy this, happy that. Boom, boom, happy life. So whenever you go through those and every relationship goes through those moments where it's boring. Whenever it's boring, what do? You want to look for something new. And that's how, and this is how we are kind of groomed. We want everything's accessible. Everything's right here, right now. So when you're not happy, guess what? You're going to find something that is happy. So that's a correlation between, I see, what's fucking up relationships, because when a relationship isn't going bad and you have the argument with your boo-boo and you leave to blow off some steam, guess what? Boo-boo is going to go into her DM and she's going to find some other motherfucker to fill up in her space.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Out of every chick, there's always that one dude that wants to be that number one draft pick, straight up. He's in line every year in the draft class, you know what I'm saying? That's one way to put it, you know what I'm saying? And like, I feel, and then again, it could be in both ways for men and women.
Oh, yeah.
It depends on, like, I guess. Go ahead.
No, continue. I agree with you.
Yeah, and like I was saying, I believe it just all, like, depends on, here's the thing, like I said, there's billions of people out there, you know what I mean? So it's like your compatibility with someone may not just be that one person. There could be somebody else that could be even more compatible. But then sometimes that's where it comes down to the word of settling. People want to just settle and not look for anything else. And to me, that's not my situation, and I'm not trying to be in that type of situation. You know what I mean? At least not now, That I feel as though for people, it takes really hard dedication to, like, sustain a relationship, especially nowadays. Like, just the way, like, we were just talking about social media set up and the opportunities people have of finding people out there, saying that they may never haven't even met, rather than just, seeing people that they just know around, the area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that could be also something else, you know what I mean? So, like, I just feel as though, like, relationships nowadays, man, are just a lot more difficult, you know what I mean? Because there's just options. There's always just options.
Oh, there's always options.
No matter what.
There's always options. I'm not even hollering at chicks right now. I'm to myself. I got my pocket pussy. I'm content. I'm fine. I'm enjoying myself. Right? I can have sex with so many porn stars with this goddamn pocket pussy. It's amazing. But still, I have women, like, wanting to see what's up with me. And I'm just like, this is crazy. I'm not even putting myself out there like that. So I can only imagine, like, motherfuckers out there who, who want to get, their feet wet with these chicks. I wonder what they're going through. You know what I mean? And on top of that, the chicks, I know they're probably getting overwhelmed with dudes, like, to a point where it's crazy. And I couldn't see, like, me, logically, I couldn't see how a female would stay faithful if she's on social media. Like, I just, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, and I don't care. People might say, "Oh, get you a religious girl," and blah blah blah. But let's cut it out. Let's cut it out right now. Religious chicks are just the same as one thing about the Bible that I learned is, like, females will fuck your shit up. And you telling me to get a religious chick, like, that's gonna change? Shit. But that's a whole nother point. But I don't see how females, because females love attention. They crave it. They need that fucking attention. You can't give them that attention all the time, especially when you get in an argument. So that's why I say social media has ruined relationships from here on out.
Yeah, and just I don't know how sensitive everybody is with, with the whole, like, just of, the protests and all that and other stuff, you know what I mean? It's in, like, Donald Trump being president, like, people are kind of, like, showing their true colors on, like, who, in terms of, like, like, interracials and all that type of stuff, who's what, or, like, I only date people because of this, or I only want to be with this person because of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck ever, man? Like, nah, man, that's I don't know, I just feel as though, like, people are just sensitive, you know what I mean? And then, like, and especially when it comes to, like, that and, like, relationships and stuff, like, you know what I mean? People always expect so much out of the person that they might be trying to talk to, and then, like, they end up getting hurt.
Well, here's the thing, man. I think people were showing their true colors during, during Obama's era, right? And I I can't be a hypocrite, right? You touched on something where, like, people are showing their true colors and everything. I actually like that. That's what I want to see. I want to see people showing their true colors because I know where they stand at, you know. And if I don't agree with them on that particular point, I mean, like, I still could consider myself a friend depending on, like, what they're not agreeing with. But at the same time, at least I know where you stand at, right? So if somebody doesn't like to date a certain type of person, that doesn't bother me. Like, if a chick who's fine as hell doesn't like to date black dudes, I'm perfectly fine. Like, it's not gonna fucking bother me, you know, because I'll be a hypocrite because there's certain type of people that I will not date and I will not have sex with, that, you know, people not agree with. And that it is what it is. So I like when people show me their true colors. I fucking like that. Like, it's the people who I don't know where they stand at that fucking make me nervous, man.
Right. No, that makes sense. Hell yeah. Because you never want to walk up to someone that you don't really know, and then, like, it turns out to, like, come all at your face, like, wow, I wish I would have known that, rather than, you know, going at that, and then, you know what I mean? Because you never know what the type of situation it could be.
Exactly. So, with this consent stuff, this is what I'm worried about. Like, of course you got to have, like, I was raised where consent, like, me being a black man, like, growing up, a black boy, like, my mom and dad and everybody in my family would tell me, like, yo, you listen, you gotta make sure, like, if she wants to do something, that it's cool on both sides, because you're black, you already 2 strikes, you're a man, you already have 2 strikes against you. Don't get it twisted out here, right? So I get the consent stuff, like, that doesn't bother me. Have I seen some of my white male friends be persistent to the point where it's just like, oh shit, like, it's almost uncomfortable? Yes. And I've had talks with them like, yo, how the fuck can you do something like that? Have I seen other people do that? Yes. Me personally, I don't make anybody feel uncomfortable. So I get the consent, right? But the thing is that now females are in the power where they can say that they can have sex with you, right? They can regret it the next day and say that it was rape, and you could get in trouble without any due process. It is what it is. You know, so that's what I'm afraid about. For the people who are being violated, like, the people who are violating other people, I don't agree with them at all. But the people who are taking advantage of the situation, shit, they can go fuck themselves, man, because that's just not fair. Especially like when dudes are losing jobs, dudes are losing credibility, they don't got no respect on their name, you know. That's what's the crazy part about it. But people want to overlook that, you know?
Yeah, see, that's the same thing with me. You know, how in my situation is for me, you know, like, sometimes, like, you know, talking to women, like, when it comes to either social media through DMs and all that stuff, what is not too far, or what is too far for me not to give sexual harassment, or even when I'm working, like, when is it, like, how far, like, what can you take for me, you know what I'm saying, like, like, how far, I don't, you know, I guess you get what I'm saying, like, how far can I go in order for you not to be offended, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's a slippery slope. There's no rules. And here's something to think about. This is why there's no rules. Like, if a chick likes a dude, right? And the dude that she likes says, hey, baby, yo hips is looking good. I want to taste. She's going to be like, oh, shit. She's going to be down with that. But a dude that she doesn't like says the exact same thing, that's going to be considered harassment. You know? There's no boundaries. It's really up to the female and how she feels. You know what I mean? So, and when it comes to, like, text messages and DMs, like, I make sure the female says something first that's fucking nasty and disgusting before I even say anything. Like, I don't need innuendos. I need her to say some nasty, disgusting thing that turns me on and makes my right nipple hard before I even say anything. So I can have that track record. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't just go out and be like, haha, girl, I want to, you know, you know, I want you to pee on me, and I don't know. I want you to say something nasty first, so then we could continue on this conversation if you want to go that route, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to get yourself caught like that. You definitely don't want to at least put yourself into the conversation. You don't want to just go flat off the bat like, hey, let me put my dick in your mouth. Like, what?
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like, that's not something you want to, like, you try to, I mean, obviously that would just be in terms of just sexual harassment or just a girl will be offended, but, like, especially if she don't know you, you know what I mean? If you're probably, like, best friends or, like, or just boyfriend, girlfriend, yeah, she's not going to trip about that. But, like, stuff like that, just saying to a random girl, like, 9 times out of 10, she's going to get offended. And,
Yeah, for sure.
And niggas out here these days, man, sometimes don't even care. Like, they'll just say it.
Niggas is reckless, man.
Get away with.
Niggas is reckless out here in these streets, man. You don't just send a random dick pic to a chick because she can go to the cops and you can get in trouble for that. Like, people don't know that shit. Shit's crazy. Shit's crazy out
I
here.
have personally never sent dick pic, but for the men that do get the okay from the women, I applaud you. But that's not something I would just do flat out. Like, let me just see if she likes the dick pic. Like, no, I don't do that.
Because 9 times out of 10, she's probably sent a bigger and probably better looking dick than yours. Like, come on now. She's a woman. She has choices.
Or your dick is about to be posted all over the group chat.
Exactly. But if it's something you're proud of, it's something you do, I think it's fucked up, especially if they don't ask for it, but you do what you do, man. But you're putting yourself in a compromising position, and you better listen to your boy Baba Tuesday when he tells you, hey, don't be sending goddamn unwanted dick pics, man. Don't be doing that shit. That shit's crazy. It's not a good look in these streets.
You guys heard it. You guys heard it here first, straight up.
Yeah.
Tuesday, already talking that ish.
Yep. So
listen to that, man.
Yeah. So make sure she starts talking crazy first to you before you even talk crazy to her. You know what I mean? And
that's like key. That is like key.
Yeah, and I have. When I was dealing with chicks, man, I have epic conversation with chicks all over the place that if any of these text messages ever get leaked, people will look at me like I am a goddamn god because I say the most craziest shit that, it's insane. Like I kind of want to blow up so I can have these text messages leaked because the shit's crazy. Shit's crazy. The shit that I got away with saying.
If I had to take a screenshot of like some of the messages I have from girls, I text like 4 or 5 at the time, then I'm just like, God damn, like this is kind of overwhelming. But then some will be like that conservative, but then there'll be those other ones that are just DTF, like ready to get this shit going, man. And I've been in those situations, and then but then there's other ones where I've just said some stuff, and then they're just like, yeah, no, and it just ends off right there.
Yeah. Well, man, that's about it, man. This is a little quick conversation, man. I'm gonna keep them short, but I'm gonna keep them coming. This is not gonna be the last that we hear of Ace David, in other conversations, man. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody before we end this?
Well, first up, give a shout out, on the Red Dead, on the bro. You know what I'm saying? He already know who he is. I ain't gonna put his name out like that, but he already know. Also to my family, you know what I'm saying? God bless. And, Happy New Year to everybody, whoever be listening to this, for that podcast 2018, man.
Yep.
And, stay on that grind mode.
Yep. Stay on that grind mode. Focus on yourself. Become a better version of yourself. You try to do it every fucking day. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm going to end these podcasts like I end them always. Actually, and I'm going to add something new to it. So first, teach people how to treat you. Sometimes you have to reteach people how to treat you. And also, love everybody, but trust no one. I am your host, Baba Tuesday. I'm here with Ace David, and we are out. Peace.
Yeah.